My name is Ron Prescott with the ISU Extension Outreach, working as a retail specialist. The Iowa Retail Initiative brings together students and ISU employees to deal with various questions that a community may have. Actually, the retail trade analysis video that you're about to watch is a result of these efforts, and we really hope you enjoy the video and provide us some feedback. Thanks a lot. Retail Trade Analysis Report. This is the fiscal year 2012 for Colo, Iowa, as prepared by Iowa State University. Key retail indicators for Colo: real total taxable sales increased by 2.8%. Number of reporting firms actually dropped off by about 13.5%. Population increased a little bit at 0.6. Average sales per firm increased by 21.5, and average sales per capita also increased by 2.2. And these taxable sales figures have been adjusted for inflation. Total taxable retail sales and number of reporting firms in Colo. Real sales in millions is the top part of the chart in blue, and reporting firms is the red triangle below. So let's go back up to the top. Real sales. What I was really curious about is in 08 and 09, there's a $1 million jump there, and just getting ready for a recession, you'd think it'd drop off a little bit between 09 and 10, but it really didn't drop off that much. And then fiscal year 2012, which ends in June 30th of each year, is 4.9 million. Reporting firms, seems like for the last 10 years, Colo's been kind of bouncing between the 31, 30, and then it goes up to 40, and it just kind of just cycles. And it looks like we're kind of in that cycle right now. Fiscal year 2010, we had 41 reporting firms, and then we ended up with 32 in fiscal year 2012. Taxable retail sales per capita. This is actually taxable retail sales divided by the population. And so you can see the state of Iowa, which is in blue. The average for the state of Iowa is, for fiscal year 2012 is 11,236 per capita. For Colo, in 2012, we have 5,623. And so you see the Colo has been steadily increasing. It started out in 03 at 4,535, and we end up about 1,000 greater in 012, and so that's a pretty good progress, actually. Population trends for peer cities as a percentage of the 2002 population, and so we see Colo in red, and we see the peer group average is in blue, and so we see, Colo's been running about 100% or just a little bit above that 2002 population, but the peer group average that they're being compared to has actually increased about 10% over the course of 10 years. This is a top 10 list for your peer group, and this is peer group number 6, of which Colo is a part of. The peer groups are sorted by population size. This particular top 10 list is sorted by per capita sales, and then it also indicates the population per city also. Walcott at 29,000, Palo at 29,000, Riverside at 24,000. So these are all per capita sales, and generally some of these communities you can identify that they either have truck stops or have something else that's going on the side for the city. There may be malls or maybe something else going on. And Colo has 5,623, and that's really not a bad figure for the population of Colo. So don't be disheartened by seeing some of these other larger groups. The state of Iowa average is 11,236. Pull factor comparison with peer group, and again, this is peer group number 6, and there's 98 other cities in this peer group. The break-even analysis of 1.1. If it's greater than 1.1, that typically will mean that people from outside of Colo are actually coming into Colo to do their shopping. With a break-even of less than 1, that indicates that people from Colo are going outside of Colo for the retail shopping, and that's pretty normal within this peer group. The reason I mentioned not to get too concerned about this last top 10 list, this last chart, is take a look at your peer median, which is in blue, and Colo, which is in red. You're actually just a little bit better than your peer median at 0.52 compared to the peer median at 0.51. So keep up the good work. This is a chart of neighboring community comparisons per capita retail sales. And so it's per capita retail sales from top to bottom. So you see Ames at 12,000, Nevada at 7, Colo at 5,000. And actually it's pretty good. Remember, this isn't a peer group comparison or anything else. You got Ames at a population of 58,000, and you have Colo with a population 880, and you're in third place. And so I was pretty impressed with the work that Colo's done. This is the Story County profile, and keep in mind this is not just for Colo. So it's median household income for Story County as compared to the state of Iowa. Story County median household income is at $48,121, and the state of Iowa is at $49,000, a little bit less. Poverty rate, the estimate is 21.3, which is a little bit higher in the state of Iowa at 12.7. This is population demographics for Story County compared to the state of Iowa. Under 5 years, less than, ages 5 to 17, less than, ages 18 to 24, greater than with the influence of the university, ages 25 to 44, less than, ages 45 to 64, less than, ages 65 and over, less than, with a median age of 26.6 for Story County compared to state of Iowa at 38.1. This is peer group number 6, of which Colo is a part of, and it ranges from 500 to 2,500 in population. So you can see that Colo is really on the bottom side of this population grid. But I thought you'd want to see what you've been compared to through various charts. If you've ended up with more questions than answers, that's just fine. My contact information is in the next slide, and I look forward to getting your questions, and if there's any feedback for us, we'd appreciate that too. Thanks a lot for viewing the video.